Welcome at Las Vegas at the CES 2019. Normally when you talk about consumer electronics, this is what you're gonna expect, but me as a car guy, I have a completely different approach. At the booth of Kia, you will find a new interior concept, and that is very nice because that adapts the mood of the passengers and makes the complete environment the way that you would like it. In addition, Kia shows a four-wheeled electric scooter platform. The so-called Seat car offers up to 100 kilometers of range. For this, the driver must pedal, but he will be supported by an electric motor. This also is part of the CES. Here at Diamond Audio, we normally talk about speakers and subwoofers, but they present their stuff at very, very cool cars. Magna is one of the brands the normal car driver not necessarily needs to know, but on the other hand, Magna is one of the biggest supplier for car manufacturers worldwide. And today here, Magna is showing a new seat concept for future cars. And the interesting thing here is that this is already suitable for autonomous driving because you can turn around the seats of the passenger and the driver as well. So you can talk to your passengers while the car is driving you around. At the CES, you now no longer only find automotive brands who are presenting their new stuff, you also find the very first yard who's making your life a lot easier.
Angel is basically a virtual assistant powered by our proprietary AI technology. What we focus on is basically the whole virtual travel concierge, where there's three parts to it. There's the trip planning, the experience during the journey, and the experience at destination. So the trip planning part is the biggest problem that people have, where it consumes a lot of time to plan a trip, and the experience during the journey is, I'll give you an example, is let's say you're out of amenities like water or something. What Angel would do, it would be like, hey, you're out of water, here's a nearby supermarket, and it will direct you to the nearby supermarket.
At the Mercedes booth, I just took a seat here, let's say in the future of mobility, and this is called Vision Urbanatic. This is a people mover at the day, because this is modular, you can just change it and you can use it as a transport unit for the night. But of course, Mercedes also offers something for all the car guys for today.
Well, this CLA is a true design icon. It's a very design-oriented car, which is very different to the A sedan. The A sedan is more practical. It's a typical mainstream sedan, whereas this car is almost not rational. It's so emotional. It's very low, very tight, has a wider track, big shoulders. So it's, in fact, it's a little GT, four-door GT car, almost very AMG oriented. And from a design point of view, we reduced all the lines, so the car is just a pure sculpture, like a beautiful, sexy body, and I think that makes a big difference, yeah.
Here at Audi, we not only have the opportunity to have a closer look at the very futuristic concept car called Icon, Audi also presents a new kind of a rear seat infotainment system where people can use VR lenses, and whatever movement the car is doing, that really has a direct impact in what you are looking at through your lens. Of course, we do find standard things here at the CES as well, like big tally screens. And we're here at the stand of Samsung, and they offering 290-inch. They simply call it the wall. I think we have to get used to things like that in cars as well, because similar sizes, maybe. Let's talk to Byton. So now we're here at the booth of Byton, and next to me is one of the co-founders. It's Daniel Kirchert. Mr. Kirchert, I have a question. You presented a concept last year at the CES, which was amazing. What makes that car so special, so unique, and how will it look like when it comes as a standard production car?
So this car, the philosophy of this car is to be a smart device on wheels. And you can understand that in a way that what happened with the Nokias and Motorola's and the iPhone, that's what we want to do with the car. And we believe the car will be a mobile living space. But of course, firstly, if you look at it, we believe it's an amazing design. And it's a new design language. I mean, it looks really like a connected, powered device, and very progressive styling, has smart surfaces and so on. And secondly, it has really the best of, let's say, premium German engineering. It's super safe, high quality craftsmanship. And then really the thing which will differentiate us is the user interface. And we put a lot of effort into this. And our Silicon Valley team, where we have 500 engineers, are working on this. And those guys, they're coming from the best of the best tech companies. It's a 48-inch 4K curved display. It's a touchpad and the steering wheel. We have another central touchpad. So every user in the car will have their own digital experience. And if you think about autonomous technology, and this car will have level 3 autonomous technology, and highway assist, for example, be able to take off the hands and have a complete digital experience in the car. So, and this will enable us not ever to think about being in the car, having to take out our smartphone and doing some unsafe things. The car itself will be the device. It will give us more free time to enjoy the time being out. Not the time driving will not be wasted time anymore.
When we talk about production cars, you announced that the car should be at the market about mid of 2019, I think, but that's China. Yeah. When are we going to have to look at the real production car in Europe and in North America?
Yeah, so we will do everything to be fast and bring the car really to the global customers. So mid of 2020, the car will arrive in Europe and in North America, and we're already preparing to set up the necessary infrastructure for it.
At the Hyundai booth, we see how cars will look like at the inside in about 15 years' time, which means you can completely customize the car and just spend time while driving through the city with things you want to do. And the interesting thing here is it is the idea for autonomous cars, because we're going to have loads of time while being driven.
Another highlight at the Hyundai stand is Elevate. The concept vehicle relies on wheels mounted on movable arms. Thanks to the unusual drive, Elevate can not only run like a normal car, but also crawl and climb over obstacles.
One trend regarding to mobility here at the CES are definitely small, fully autonomous people mover like the one behind me. This one, by the way, got the name Ollie.
BMW presents its vision in the field of intelligent networking for individual mobility. This is illustrated by a virtual ride in the BMW Vision iNext, the highlight at the BMW booth.
So that was my report from the CES 2019 here from Las Vegas, and I'm sorry I have to say goodbye because I definitely found my new vehicle.